There was a time when the world had never heard the name Cristiano Ronaldo. Before the sold-out stadiums, the glittering trophies, the record-breaking goals, and the millions of fans chanting his name, he was simply a young boy growing up on the small Portuguese island of Madeira, with nothing but an impossible dream. His family struggled financially, and life was far from easy. They lived in a modest home where every small expense mattered. His father worked as a municipal gardener and kit man at a local football club, while his mother worked tirelessly to provide for the family. There were days when resources were limited, but one thing Cristiano never lacked was determination. From the moment he could walk, a football became his greatest companion. While other children played for fun, Cristiano played as though every kick was preparing him for a destiny no one else could yet imagine. He spent countless hours on the streets, practicing alone, challenging older boys, and refusing to leave the field until darkness forced him home. Even at a young age, people noticed something different about him. He wasn't just talented. He possessed an extraordinary hunger to improve. Losing a match would leave him frustrated, not because of pride, but because he believed every defeat was another lesson that demanded a stronger version of himself. That mindset would eventually become the foundation of one of the greatest sporting careers in history. As Cristiano grew older, his ability became impossible to ignore. Local coaches quickly realized they were witnessing a player unlike any they had trained before. His speed, balance, confidence, and relentless work ethic separated him from everyone around him. While many young athletes relied solely on natural talent, Cristiano trained with a level of discipline rarely seen in someone so young. Every practice session became an opportunity to become faster, stronger, and smarter. He constantly searched for ways to improve every aspect of his game, believing that talent alone would never be enough. Soon he joined Nacional, one of Madeira's biggest clubs, where his performances attracted scouts from mainland Portugal. For many children, moving away from home at such a young age would have been unthinkable. But Cristiano understood that dreams demand sacrifice. At only 12 years old, he left his family behind and traveled hundreds of miles to join the Youth Academy of Sporting CP in Lisbon. It was one of the hardest decisions of his life. He missed his mother, his siblings, his friends, and everything familiar. There were lonely nights filled with homesickness and uncertainty. Many young players would have given up and returned home, but Cristiano refused to let temporary pain destroy a lifelong dream. Every tear strengthened his resolve. Every challenge became another reason to work harder. Life in Lisbon was far from glamorous. Cristiano had to adapt to a completely different environment, while competing against some of Portugal's most talented young footballers. He faced criticism because of his accent, his background, and his fiery personality. Some teammates underestimated him, others mocked him. Yet every insult became fuel for improvement. Instead of arguing, Cristiano answered every doubt through relentless effort on the training ground. Coaches soon noticed that he stayed behind after practice to perfect his dribbling, shooting, sprinting, and free kicks. While others rested, Cristiano continued working. While others celebrated small achievements, he chased perfection. His obsession with becoming better wasn't an act. It became his lifestyle. He believed that greatness wasn't given to the most gifted person, but earned by the one willing to outwork everyone else. Just as everything seemed to be moving in the right direction, Cristiano faced one of the biggest scares of his young life. Doctors discovered that he suffered from a heart condition that threatened not only his football career, but also his future. For any teenager chasing professional sports, such news could have ended every dream. Fortunately, after undergoing successful treatment, Cristiano recovered quickly. Instead of allowing fear to control him, he returned to football with even greater appreciation for every opportunity. Many people later viewed this moment as another example of his resilience. Every obstacle that appeared in his life seemed to strengthen rather than weaken him. Challenges never became excuses. They became motivation. Cristiano's performances for Sporting's youth teams became impossible to ignore. Coaches promoted him through multiple age groups because his development outpaced everyone else. Eventually, he made history by becoming one of the few players to represent Sporting's under-16, under-17, under-18 reserve team, and first team within a remarkably short period. Every promotion confirmed what Cristiano had believed all along. That relentless dedication creates opportunities impossible to predict. Fans quickly fell in love with his fearless style. His dazzling footwork, explosive acceleration, and confidence on the ball electrified stadiums. Defenders struggled to stop him because he combined creativity with unbelievable athleticism. Every match became another chance to prove that he belonged among football's brightest young talents. Then came the moment that changed everything forever. During a pre-season friendly between Sporting CP and Manchester United FC, Cristiano delivered a breathtaking performance against one of Europe's biggest clubs. His pace, skill, and confidence left Manchester United's experienced defenders struggling throughout the match. After the final whistle, several Manchester United players reportedly urged legendary manager Sir Alex Ferguson to sign the remarkable teenager immediately. Ferguson recognized not only Cristiano's extraordinary ability, but also the mentality that separated future legends from ordinary players. Soon afterward, Manchester United completed the transfer, bringing Cristiano to England as one of the most exciting young prospects in world football. The move to England introduced an entirely new level of pressure. Cristiano was no longer simply a promising youngster from Portugal. He now carried the expectations of one of the world's biggest football clubs. Every performance would be analyzed by millions. Every mistake would become tomorrow's headline. Yet pressure had never frightened Cristiano. Instead, it inspired him. Under Sir Alex Ferguson's guidance, he learned that becoming a superstar required more than dazzling skills. He needed greater physical strength, tactical intelligence, consistency, and maturity. Ferguson became more than a coach. He became a mentor who helped transform raw talent into complete excellence. Cristiano embraced every lesson with incredible humility and determination. Training sessions at Manchester United pushed him beyond anything he had previously experienced. The intensity was relentless. Established stars demanded perfection every single day. Cristiano understood that earning respect required actions rather than words. He arrived early, stayed late, trained harder than expected, and constantly searched for small improvements. Gradually, his body became stronger, his decision-making sharper, and his finishing more clinical. The flashy teenager began evolving into one of football's most complete attackers. Fans admired not only his spectacular goals, but also the incredible dedication behind every performance. Success didn't arrive overnight. It was built through thousands of invisible hours of discipline that few people ever witnessed. Despite rapid progress, criticism continued to follow Cristiano. Some pundits argued he relied too much on tricks. Others questioned whether he could become truly world-class. Rather than responding publicly, Cristiano allowed his performances to speak for him. Season after season, his statistics improved. Goals became more frequent. Assists increased. His influence on matches grew larger. Every criticism became another challenge to overcome. Every doubt became another opportunity to prove people wrong. As Manchester United continued winning major trophies, Cristiano transformed into one of the world's most feared players. His combination of explosive pace, incredible jumping ability, thunderous shooting power, technical brilliance, and unmatched determination made him almost impossible to defend. Whether scoring from impossible angles, delivering stunning free kicks, or rising above defenders to head the ball into the net, he repeatedly produced moments that amazed football fans around the globe. More importantly, he inspired countless young athletes to believe that extraordinary dreams begin with ordinary people willing to work harder than everyone else. Cristiano often said that talent opens the door, but hard work keeps it open. His career became living proof of that philosophy. Every trophy represented years of sacrifice. Every record reflected thousands of unseen training sessions. Every celebration symbolized another victory over doubt, fear, criticism, and adversity. Long before becoming one of football's greatest icons, Cristiano Ronaldo first became someone who refused to surrender, regardless of the obstacles standing in his path. And that unwavering mindset would soon lead him toward even greater heights, transforming him from a gifted young footballer into a global legend whose name would be remembered for generations. The arrival of Cristiano Ronaldo at Manchester United FC marked the beginning of a transformation that few athletes in history have ever experienced. Wearing the famous number 7 shirt was not just an honor, it was a responsibility. Before Cristiano, that iconic jersey had been worn by club legends whose achievements had already become part of football history. Many believed the young Portuguese winger would struggle under such enormous expectations.